Daniel Mercer had just inherited his grandfather's forgotten ranch. Most people thought the land was worthless. But to Daniel, it carried 80 years of family history. He had no idea everything was about to change. While walking the property, Daniel noticed something unusual. Fresh survey markers covered parts of the ranch. Someone had already been studying the land. The mystery was only beginning. An energy company requested permission to inspect the land. Their experts believed something valuable lay underground. Daniel agreed to hear their proposal. The future of the ranch suddenly looked very different. The test results surprised everyone. A large oil reserve had been discovered beneath the ranch. News spread through the county within hours. Daniel's quiet life instantly became headline news. Karen couldn't believe what she was reading. The forgotten ranch next door was suddenly worth millions. Instead of congratulating Daniel, she saw an opportunity. She immediately called an emergency HOA meeting. Karen claimed the HOA deserved part of profits. She insisted the discovery would affect the neighborhood. Daniel listened without raising his voice. Then he politely reminded her whose name was on the deed. Karen hired a team of expensive lawyers. She believed legal pressure would force Daniel to negotiate. Every document was carefully reviewed, but the facts refused to support her claims. Construction officially began on the drilling site. Heavy equipment rolled across the ranch. Everything was fully permitted and legally approved. Karen watched from outside the fence in frustration. Karen attempted to interfere with the operation. The sheriff stepped in before things escalated. He reminded everyone to respect private property. The law was perfectly clear. The first successful production confirmed the discovery. Daniel's forgotten ranch had become one of the county's most valuable properties. Karen finally realized she could not claim what wasn't hers. And the biggest courtroom battle was still ahead. Karen officially sued Daniel over the oil discovery. She believed the court would force him to share the profits. Daniel never looked worried. He knew the truth was written in the property records. An original family deed was presented as evidence. Every boundary had been recorded decades earlier. The documents clearly protected Daniel's ownership. Karen's confidence slowly began to disappear. The court heard testimony from an independent survey expert. Modern measurements matched the historic property lines. There was no overlap with HOA land. The evidence became impossible to dispute. The oil company confirmed every permit was properly approved. The mineral rights belonged entirely to Daniel. Nothing had been taken from the HOA. Karen's argument continued to weaken. Karen made one final attempt to save her case. She argued that nearby homeowners deserved compensation. The courtroom listened respectfully, but facts mattered more than opinions. The judge ruled entirely in Daniel's favor. The ranch and its oil rights remained his property. The lawsuit was dismissed. Months of legal conflict ended in one decision. Oil production continued without interruption. The forgotten ranch became a thriving operation. Local workers found new employment opportunities. The land entered a completely new chapter. Daniel chose to give back to his community. Local projects received new funding. Neighbors saw the positive impact firsthand. Good fortune became an opportunity to help others. Karen finally accepted the outcome. The ranch had never belonged to the HOA. Some lessons are learned the hard way. Respecting property rights could have avoided everything. One forgotten ranch changed an entire future. Daniel honored his family's legacy with integrity. Sometimes patience and proof are stronger than conflict. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell us, where are you watching from?